Welcome back to our C# 8 tutorial. In this session we will explore a highly impact feature of C#. It's Nullable Reference Type. This feature aims to tackle one of the most infamous runtime error in programming, the null reference exception, famously referred to a $1 billion mistake. Let's dive in. As you know, in all C# previous version, all reference type could be assigned null, leading to a potential runtime error if not handled properly. So C# 8 introduced nullable reference type, which first distinguish between nullable and non-nullable reference type, enable you to express your intent about whatever a variable can hold a null value, allow the compiler to warn you if you are not handling potential null value properly. So let's check first the syntax of this feature. First of all, by enabling nullable or disabling it, definitely you're gonna gain more control over nullability inside your code. It's just very simple. After the string, you're gonna put here question mark. That one indicates the variable can hold a null value. Or if you didn't put this question mark, it means that it's gonna ensure the variable cannot hold null without causing a warning. Moreover that, you have here a toggle feature, hash nullable, enable or disable. That one is gonna toggle reference type checking. Let's have a real example here. And let's look here about sample code of nullable reference type checking. Inside the main, we're gonna enable the feature of nullable to enable nullable reference type checking. And here we use this syntax, string, question mark, to indicate that this string allow to be null. And that one very straightforward to receive an input from the user and check if it's null or not. So if we're gonna run this application and put here your name and hit enter, gonna work. Otherwise, if you didn't put anything, it will work, it will not throw any exception. And let's have here one more check by removing the input from the user and to make the default one to be null. This one should work. Let me check, and voila, here you can see you didn't enter your name. Okay, let's add here one more part. C# 8 also introduced nullable attribute to make your intent clear when working with nullable types like not null or maybe null. Let's have a look. Before the main statement here, I would prefer to add one more message, which is gonna be public static void print message, and that one gonna have the attribute which it call it not null, and that one definitely is coming from system.diagnose.code analysis. And then we're gonna say here string message. Inside this one, let's have just like if condition, if message equal null through new argument null exception and the name of the message. Okay, and just like print screen, like you know what exactly the message. So we can say here we would like to know the message. That's it. And inside the main, I would go and clear out all of this area, no need for it, and user input okay equal null, and let's have here try and catch. So try to call this message print message, and that one first time we will pass for it the user input here, and second time we're gonna, instead of through an exception, we will just like console.writeLine and print basically the issue. So this one exception, it will be argument exception ex, and I would like to see the message from this one. We're gonna say x dot message. Let me put me here the $sign. So here this attribute not null specifies that the message parameter must not be null when the method is called. So let me check what happened. Value cannot be null, and that one is coming from this attribute not null. So that's basically very benefit. I think it's like 3 benefits out of this. The first one, right now we have null safety, which we are help eliminate null reference exception, a famous error at runtime. Clarity, because clearly express the intent of whatever a variable can hold null in some cases. Even we are helping and give some assistance to compiler, or basically the compiler give us the assistance and warning us about potential null related issues, encouraging safer code. So let's sum up here. Nullable reference type in C# 8 are very powerful feature that encourage writing code safer, more robust. By explicitly managing nullability, you reduce the risk of null reference exception and improve even the overall quality of your application.